Good morning, good day, or good evening to all Juventini around the world. I'm here waiting for my Juve to come back. Because it's been a while, and I'm getting desperate now. Give me my Juve back! Well, it's not that bad, because Juventus women played their game during the weekend, luckily, so I got to see some football at least. Trashing, of course, Fiorentina 4-0. Lovely to see, as always. And I also decided to dive into Football Manager 2018 and started a Juventus save, of course. Won the Scudetto in my first season, as well as the mighty Champions League, huh? Well done. And what do I get? 20 million euros as a transfer budget for next season? Laughable. But let's get back to reality. And the reality is that Cristiano Ronaldo, your main man, was now tested positive for COVID-19 virus. What is going on? What's happening now? What is the world gonna do now? How it's gonna end? Are we starting the World War III? How about the prices? Will the milk cost like 100 euros? How about the bread? How about schools? How about the public transport? What is going on? Relax. It's just Cristiano getting the positive test for the COVID. That's it. I mean, of course, he's gonna miss the Crotone game for sure. He may be gonna miss the next game as well. Going back to quarantine. Will be out maybe for 2-3 weeks or so. I don't know. But, I mean, this is loss for Juve for sure. Objectively speaking, yes. But this is now the perfect opportunity for the guys like Morata, like Kulusevski, like Dybala to showcase themselves. To prove that they're worthy and they also can do the scoring. They also can provide assists. They also can, well, win games for Juve. To prove to the world that we are not Cristiano Ronaldo reliant. So it will be interesting to see if that's the case. Of course, it will be tough because, well, let's face it, Cristiano is a vital player for Juve. So it will be a huge loss. But the history has shown that as soon as Juve hit this wall of challenges, well, this is where we rise. Rise as a unit, rise as a team, unite. So maybe this is a good thing in the long term for Juve. I don't know. But, of course, stay healthy, stay safe. All of you, of course, get better, Cristiano. I want to see you back on the page ASAP. That's it. And we'll see the ripple effect for that. Because right now, it's Cristiano. In 2 minutes' time, it may be Mbappe. Because they two were hugging during the Nations League game. So, Cristiano, get well soon. Now we face Crotone on Saturday, of course without Cristiano. Paulo Dybala is also at risk since he was out of action during this international break. He is fully fit, he's just not well. Gianluca Di Marzio said today that Dybala contract is not at risk, so he will not be sold. Well, by the looks of it right now at least. But Di Marzio, are you a trustworthy source anymore? I don't know. The guy is even confident that we will renew the contract with Dybala. It looks like it's all down to where he will play on the pitch for Andrea Pirlo and his tactics. So yeah, another waiting game. And I will not go into this mainstream talk of Cristiano hugging Mbappe and talking about him right like he's an agent of Juve and then Juve will sign Mbappe next season because of that talk. Nah, I don't buy it. That's just, I mean, people are allowed to talk together without being highlighted as the headline for the front page news. Calma, boys. Be creative with your stuff, journalists. This is just too easy. As soon as Mercato ended last week, some blood-sucking journalists couldn't wait to unleash stories. One story was that Aouar from Lyon, you all know about the name of course, the deal simply collapsed because of Bernardeschi refusing to move to Lyon on loan. Wait, I thought we had an agreement already for Aouar. Bernardeschi to Lyon? I didn't hear that rumor at all from nobody, and suddenly French football comes with this. BS. And now there is a more believable story of David Alaba potentially leaving Bayern for Juventus during maybe this January transfer window or next season. Sure, he's a good player, but do we need another free transfer with a high wage bill? And I don't want another Sami Khedira situation on my hands. This guy is struggling to renew with Bayern because, wages, but it would be cheaper for Juventus to meet Alaba's wage demands as a contrary to Bayern, because the Italian government has recently passed this new taxation law that allows foreign football players to be taxed for only half of their income, if I'm not mistaken. At a near 50% tax rate, this means that Juve can pay David Alaba less in gross income, but the player will still receive a higher net amount. So this makes sense financially. It won't be that crazy, but it will still be crazy in the long run if I know my club correctly. And unfortunately, I do. He is a versatile player with good left foot, so he can play on the left wing back. He can play in the center of the defense. This is where he most likely will be playing if he joins Juve. And it makes sense since both Giorgio Chiellini and Leonardo Bonucci aren't getting any younger, so a transition there is needed. Remember, Davide Alaba is only 28 years old, so he still has some years ahead of him. But the wages, man? Nah, the wages are killing me. Another top player we have been rumored with recently is everyone's favorite, Sergio Ramos. Yes, it is true. His contract is to expire after this season. Now, this particular transfer would be so stupid. This guy is not 28, he is 34, an asshole reputation. A winner, yes, but an asshole reputation. Diario Madridista, basically Real Madrid's news website, published a story this morning that Ronaldo apparently told Juve to sign Sergio Ramos. I mean, really? Really? We will never ever see De Ligt and DEMIRAL play for the club. The future! Because we sign guys like Alaba, Sergio Ramos just for the experience, Especially Ramos will last only 1 or 2 seasons, and those 1 or 2 seasons would be perfect, essential for DEMIRAL, let's take him as an example, to get playing time. In this situation, this is where I think Daniele Rugani was a victim of, because we needed to sign players like, Obonna, other players that came ahead of Daniele Rugani's development. I'm not saying he deserved to, but this was what the club believed. The club believed that they bought Daniele Rugani in order to, improve his ass. But he never made the cut because we always signed somebody else. De Ligt being another example. We signed the guy, Daniele Rugani is still down the pecking order. And the same thing might happen with Mercato DEMIRAL if we sign freaking Sergio Ramos or even David Alaba. So basically, Mercato DEMIRAL will take over Daniele Rugani's role in the team, and that's just dumb. Also the rumors about Emerson Palmieri from Chelsea again. Basically that's it. We move to Crotone against Juve. Saturday evening, I'm of course pumped, ready to go. We will not see Cristiano for sure, so maybe it's time for me to sell him from my fantasy team. I will of course be doing the live stream just after the full-time whistle against Crotone. The live reactions, of course, the play ratings, and so on, as fun as usual. And the preview for that game will also be coming this week, as well as another live session. I love this game!